refuse to discern the moment, you refuse to utilize the moment. And the Bible is telling you, use wisdom. With everybody you interact with, you gotta use wisdom. Use wisdom with everybody. It doesn't matter how they look, how they dress, how they use wisdom with them, because you never know what God has blessed in them for your life. They could be your next move. They would be your next person to put you to the next level. Because, and I've always said this, up until the second when God is about to lift you up, you won't know. You will not know. God has hidden that from us. You won't know that the next minute you're going to be way bigger than yourself. You could go viral right now, but you don't know. The second ago, before you went viral, you wouldn't know. So you never know. Like, the people you meet are very important. Treat them, the Bible says, treat them with wisdom and knowledge. Treat them like it's a precious moment. Treat them like it's a precious opportunity, So don't just like, some people have they like to just write off people by just maybe failing. Maybe they didn't like the way they sounded, or maybe they didn't like the way they looked at them, or maybe they didn't like the way they smelled, or they didn't like the way they looked. Whatever, they write off people best of just a small interaction, maybe even non-interaction. They're like, yeah, that one is not for me, and they leave. But you never know whom God has blessed to be your next destiny helper, to be your next the person to put you to your next level. You never know who has a connection to that thing that you actually been wanting to get to, and you met this person and you despise them, and yet they were the person that God has put in your place to help you with that. You know that the Bible says, like, there's angels that live among us. We have angels. You don't know. It can come in different format. Jesus came in form of a rock for the Israelites in the Bible when they were coming from Egypt. When they were in the wilderness, they wanted to drink water. There was no water, and he came in form of a rock, and they were able to drink. Paul says he was the rock that they drank from. He became a rock for them. But if you're in that moment and you're one of the Israelites on the journey, you will look at that rock and you're like, look at this rock. You will even kick it, because you'll be like, it's just a rock. But this was Jesus that they were actually drinking from. So you never know whom or what God uses to bring in your life to take you to another level. So you treat those moments preciously. Treat them like they're lifetime opportunities. Treat them with all your respect, and do not write people off just best of feelings, best of little interactions, best of hearsays. Sometimes people even write people off just because somebody said something negative about them. You heard somebody gossip about someone and you start hating them. You don't even know this person.